Hello, viewers. Good evening. I'm Prophetess Tara Ayelekme. How are you guys doing today? God bless you. God bless everyone. If someone is seeing me, say hi. Just press the notification button there and say something. Say hi. Hello. Hello, viewers. Hello, everybody. Hope our families are good. We are okay. The Lord is your strength, every individual, everyone that needs prayer, everyone who's going through one problem or the other. May my God and my ancestors, may they bless you and answer all your prayers. And all your heart desire shall be met today. Today's topic, we are going to be talking about discovering your strength as a priestess, as a marine goddess, or as someone who is connected to the Ogbanje world. Many people condemn this, and when people hear about when a child is called an Ogbanje, they feel that that person is possessed. There are many categories of Ogbanjes. There are many categories of marine children. The thing is that this is something that have long been in existence before our forefathers were even born. But by the white colonies who came to change everything for we as an Africans, so a lot of us are so lost in religion, lost in our nowadays doctrines, you know. But what about when we find our roots? Many people goes to church and their problem is not yet to be solved. Many people go to church, they go through one trials or the other, they have issues, they have problems, and they are running earth scatter from one place to another. What is really the problem with us today? We do not know. Let's take, for example, the first child, the first male child and the first female child in our home as an African, or yes, I think as an African, as Nigerians, African as a whole is a continent on its own. So what every first child go through in their families, in their home, you find out that a lot of them, they have this backward spirit. Many of them are really going through one trials or the other. They are going through temptations. They are going through attacks. And in an African home, there's this thing that I've witnessed, that first child, they usually struggled with life. They struggle with things. Things are not really so easy for first children, whether male or female. It takes the grace of God. It takes the grace of your ancestor. It takes the grace of the power that you were born with your energy or everything, for you to be broken out of bondage, or for some certain things that happens to you to be taken out as a first child. For example, let me just come out open and play to everybody who is watching me, who's going to be watching this broadcast. I know what I suffered as a first child. I know what I went through as a first child. I knew what it takes God to break the yoke, to break the things that affect our lives as an individual. You'll find out that a first child, whether male or female, in an African home, might be struggling with so many things in life. Some of them, they do not get married in time. Some don't make it in things they are doing. Even if they are an apprentice, they are learning work, they might not finish some of the things they are doing. Maybe if they are schooling, a lot of obstructions. Why are all these things really happening to first child? There were some certain covenants. There were some certain things that conspired, that transpired in the life of every first child. One, It might be that your mother made a covenant with you as a first child. So that is the main reason why most times we need to find our roots. Find out what is surrounding you. Find out about your birth. Find out where your mother went to. Find out where you were taken to when you were a child, or what happened, the experience they had. And I'm so sure this could help, because these were my own findings. These were something that I confronted one of my parents with some of the experiences I was having. So there was this day that a lady friend of mine, we got into some discussions, and we are like teasing ourselves after much talk, after much discussions. So this lady is also a first child, and she was talking based on the experience she has been having in life, that her life has been a mystery, things have been very difficult, that she's a bad head and a lot of things. So when I listened deeply to some of the things she was actually saying out of her mouth, and then I said to myself, I said, I'm also in this same category. I'm the first child. So I listened to her carefully, and I got some of the things she said. But you know what? I took a challenge. I said to myself that very day that I was going to put an end to the issue, to some of the things that were pressing hard on me as a woman, some of the things that I have not achieved, that I've been struggling with life. So I just felt, does this thing really happen to every first child, that they struggle with life? Things doesn't work with them. Things doesn't, they don't make it faster in life than every other child. So I went into my closet and I began to pray. All I said to myself was that my life was going to be different. My life was going to be different. My life was going to be different from what every first child have been experiencing. I said to myself, if other people cannot make it, I, as the princess, the goddess that I am, a special child, a special seed, a special firstborn, the one who is able to make it out of every other one who might not be able to make it if they were first child. I prayed and I make a decree that day. And I said to myself, I spoke to my forehead. I touched my forehead and I touched my back head and say, hey, you, I called my name. You know whatever you are called as a person. So I called my name and I said to this, I made a declaration and I said, you must make it. You will make it different in your generation. And I said to myself, you will be the first to own things that are vulnerable, valuable, meaningful, everything about life that makes it very beautiful for every individual as a human being that was created by God. We coming through our mother was a gift, but God owns every life. We were given to our parents as gift. They are just a custodians over our life. But the one you talk to when you have some certain challenges in life is your maker, your God, your ancestor, your deities, the things that you believe, the things you trust upon, the things that you know have long been there in ages, that guides you, that protects you, that whenever you speak to those things around you, those elements around you, they listen, they hear your word, they honor it. But do not be silent about the things that happen to you. Do not be silent. You talk, speak, yell if you want to yell. Cry if you want to cry if something is not working out. If something is not good around you, speak to it and give life to dead things around your life. So I began to pray differently from that very day. I began to prophesy to myself. I was making positive declarations upon my forehead that, hey, I will make it. I will succeed in everything I do. As a professional caterer that I am, a businesswoman, I'm into interior decorations. I do a lot of things. I'm so blessed. I'm multi-talented. I'm very creative. So I began to speak to those things to come to life, to become useful, that I must be useful. So I must be able to make a difference in my generation. So I started praying. I started making declaration. I started prophesying to myself. Sometimes I can just go to the front of the mirror and began to, like, when you're standing in front of mirror, you become two images. So the one standing in front of the mirror began to speak to the face that he or she sees inside the mirror. These are things that are very powerful that I believe that everybody can do and put it to practice. So, do you know, in no time, within the space of 1 to 2 months, I noticed changes around me. Things started changing. My mindset changed. My mentality changed. My thinking, everything changed. And the first thing God said to me was to make sure that I cut off my relationship from that negative person around me who do not really value what life was all about. Even if nothing is working for you, you can make it work. You can make it work. With your mouth, you can change your life. With your mouth, you can speak positive things to doubt things and they will come alive well for you. So we must learn as an individual, whether you are your mother's first son, your mother's first daughter, learn to be positive about life. Learn to be positive about things that are not working. Put life in them, put prayer in them, speak to them, make it to look better for you. When people tell you you can't make it, you tell them they are making a mistake. Because I am a special child who I so know that God did not create me the way everybody think that they are failing. I'm not a failure and I can never fail in life. So therefore, use your mouth to change your life. If you have not been making it in life before, tell yourself, be positive that you are a born billionaire. You can never be broke as a child of God, as a child of deity, ancestral child, or whatever you belong to, whatever you have been. Put in your mind, or what comes to you at night, or what you see through the mirror, or what you see in your dream, or the things that are pulling you down. It took me years to discover my origin as a woman. It took me time to know where I belong. It took me years to know what I wanted as a woman. So when those declarations started coming out of my mouth, I discovered that God began to work positively. He gave me the power to speak. He gave me the power to pray. He gave me the power to use my mouth to change things around me. I even told them then, when some believers were inviting me to church, I told them that if I haven't gotten a car from God, I look up and said I wouldn't go to church. So, you know what? They laughed. They didn't even understand why I said what I said. But to me, I knew that I was that, oh, I wouldn't say I'm a stubborn child. I was a tough child, a very tough one that always like telling God what I want and Him bringing it to pass, that I will do whatever He wants me to do. So, not quite long, something miraculous happened in our home. Money came. The funniest thing was that we found a purse on the ground and saw about almost 2,500 euro inside that particular purse. So we didn't know who owns it and where it came from. But I saw it as a special gift from God. You understand? So we now went and bought this an old 13 years old model Opel Astra. Oh no, I'm sorry, Lancia Dedra. Opel Astra was a brand new tearable car that I actually bought with my working pay slip later on. So, it was like a challenge. So not quite long, I traveled to somewhere, and I was almost like fell into trouble that way. And I prayed to God and said, if you could just take me out of this thing. So one of my friend's place that I put up, I discovered that I didn't know that he was a drug baron. So police now came and they raided the place. So I stood by the front door and prayed and said, God, if you can only prevent this attack from happening, and if they are not able to penetrate into the apartment, myself and my friends were there. I said, then I will serve you. So when I got back to my base, this happened in Italy. So when I got back to my base, and God reminded me that you remember you prayed over something and I delivered you from that thing. It is time for you to come and fulfill your promise to me. So I now say, really, it's true. I got a car, I got saved, and I really need to go to find you now. I went and searched round the whole of Malaga then, you know. So I I got a church, redeemed precisely, and I started. God began where, but sometimes when God fulfills some things in your life, the human being, pastors and members sometimes push you out of the ways of God to do things you do not even want to imagine to do. So it was as good as they frustrated me out of the church after some years. So I still remembered the prayer I prayed in the church when hard time came. I said, God, if you could take me out of this thing again and buy me another better car to tell the world that I wasn't a failure, that God has promised to better my life, has promised to beautify my life, that God, you have promised to make me a better and one of the best first child in my generation. Then I was going to do the needful. Lo and behold, in no short time, God blessed me with another beautiful tear of a car, a brand new car. Then I knew that what I said, that I could be a different firstborn, the one that will make it, the one who will succeed in everything that she does. So God began to walk differently. And that was when I totally changed my mindset that if everyone intend to talk me down, from now henceforth, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't take the negative things that I hear from my friends. Believe in yourself. Just trust the energy around you. Be positive about your life. Be positive about the things you do. Believe in anything that you know that your strength can carry you to do as a woman, as a man, as somebody who is positive about life, who has the energy to move forward, to push sometimes when we are broken due to temptations and problems, due to trials and tribulations, due to obstacles and so many things that is not making us fit in for societal reasons in life. Just remember that you were made for a purpose. You were sent to this world for a purpose, and you were created for a reason. Until that thing is achieved, you can never give up. Because failures give up, but winners do not give up. Trust me, trust your God, trust your ancestor, trust the power that you were born to make you achieve many things in life. The energy that speaks to you, the powers that direct your step, the one that comes to change things for you peacefully, wonderfully, powerfully, the one that gives you the authority to move in life and to become somebody great. Don't give up. Don't relent in the things that you know could bring blessings to your life. Pursue that thing, chase it far, chase it. Have you ever heard that when a cripple cannot stand, what he does, he crawls with his belly? But when champions is broken and falling to the ground, what he does, he remember when he used to stand. And then he puts all his own strength, all efforts to make sure that he tells himself, I can stand again. I could stand again. I could make it again. I will succeed again and be useful again. I will get to the top again, and you never give up. So you see, when I said to myself that I am a different firstborn, the one that will make it big, the one who will succeed, the one who will be mighty, the one who will be a millionaire, the one who could give help to life, the one who people could see and say, ah, I thought that first children doesn't make it. But through you, through your version, they will know that indeed God could work in the life of people that are positive about their lives, that are very positive about their creation, that know the meaning of their lives, their names, the things that will work for them, the things that will push them, the things that will make them great, and a crown of glory is being placed upon their head. The crown of honor will be bestowed upon their head is by you not giving up. In any position you are, whether you are number one in your family, whether you are number two, whether you are number 3, 4, 5, or 6, or 7, or any countless number that you are, remember to be positive. Don't give up. Don't struggle with your inner instinct. Don't struggle with it. Listen to your inner mind. Listen to your spirit. That is your guidance spirit. That is what teaches you what you will become. Your mindset is what rules your world. Don't give up. Don't follow clusters that are negative about life, that are negative about things they see. Okay, Nigeria is a bit tough right now. God bless Nigeria. I love my country so much. Though I'm a citizen of one of these foreign countries, of about 2 countries, and I can never trade my country for nothing. I love Nigerians so much. But the level of corruption and so many things happening there has made a lot of people to give up about the whole country. So anywhere you are, know that you can make it in life. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. The purpose which you were meant, the purpose which God gave birth to you for, the purpose why you are in that family, if it has not been achieved, do not give up. Do not give up. Don't relent in the things that you are doing. Struggle with it. Fight with it. You know, be a winner. You have to boss the devil sometimes. You boss your enemy sometimes. Tell them that you are not an easy fish that can be caught in a river. Big fishes rule an ocean. So also it is with the mighty ones that rules the Nile. But David was small and he felt Goliath. Tell yourself that the Goliath in your life and that of your family that have been fighting your father, that fought your mother, that fought your generation, that did not allow progress in the family, that you could make a difference and you will change it, blue, black. You will change it. And telling yourself, I will reign and rule and shine. That not only the blessings of God is revealed in your life, don't stop. Tell yourself you can make it. Tell yourself, call your name. I am Priestess Ayirekme. Tell yourself, whatever you are called as a person, tell yourself, oh, Tara, I can make it. Call yourself, call your name, put it there. Be speaking to yourself every day. Even if you have not been heard, even if God have not answered you, all you need to keep doing, pray harder. Don't relent. Do midnight battle prayers. Pray in the hours where the strong ones are in their hours of gathering, when they are in their meeting places. Anyone that must make it in life must learn to pray. Anyone that must make it in life must learn to fight. You must learn to blow the devil well. You must learn to be brutal sometimes. In an area where I was living, bad boys started going after me, like, kidnappers and a lot of bad, evil ones. At a time, I was very worried. I was very frightened, very scared. One day, I looked to the mirror. I heard God said to me, say, hey, look, if you are not brutal sometimes, the devil will follow you. I had to become this bold. I became very confident. I became a bit brutal. Like, I just put on this armor of strength within me that I cannot be caught. Do you understand? Then I gave myself one woman squad. That's how people started getting scared. Even the people that wanted to rob, which I knew them, some of them, they became the normal way now. When people come from abroad and, they want to be at your feet. Don't give up. Be positive. Life is very beautiful for you to feel as an individual. Keep praying. Be focused about your life. Be focused about everything that will give you joy. Make it. Pray. Work hard also. It's a part of your life journey. Whatever you desire, whatever you hope for, whatever you think, whatever you believe. It doesn't mean that because young boys are going into ritual, going into one thing or the other, that you not tell yourself. It's not every head that does ritual that make it. Search deep what your dreams are. Search deep what your revelations are. Search deep into your spirit what that thing that you desire more to pursue in life that will give you what you desire. So, dear friends, viewers, brothers and sisters, every individual who will come in contact with this video, don't give up. Like they said, prayer is the key to everything in life. Be more focused. Be more positive about life. Tell yourself that you will make it. Like I told myself that I will make it. The things that my father could not achieve, I did achieve them. What my mother could not achieve, I did achieve them. There were some persons of my generation that have never achieved what I have achieved. Why? Because I use my mouth to change my life, the perspective about life, the failing part of it, bringing it to a positive dimension. It made it to work. So, friends, believe in yourself. Be bold about life. And don't allow anyone to talk your spirit down. And don't allow inferiority complex change things or to bring you low. You will be shy about like those things. Say, I can't do it. Who said you can't do it? If I could do it, you can do it better. So, be strong. Let your purpose in life come to physical manifestation. I'm your priestess, Tara Ayirekme. God bless you. as you watch my video. Please, friends, do help me to share and like, follow your girl up, and God bless you. I'll be with you same time next week.